off. Hey, I hope we're live. I didn't even check to see if the audio works.
Oh, how dare you. Got a blast. Hi, everyone. Hi.
Oh,
Hello.
oh, perfect. You are muted. Okay, that's what I wanted.
Ah, dang it.
All right. We're
I'm
having a
doing...
special stream where only I have to put up with Smoe, I guess. Let me...
Wow, rude. How am I sounding on my end? Anybody watching? Super rude of you, by the way.
No, it's fine. I don't know if the game audio is coming through, actually. Hold on.
Thank you, Winter. Thank you, Lala. Hello, hello.
The
Also,
game...
hi, Hatun.
Is the
Hi,
game...
Jen. I see.
Okay, so people can hear Smoe. That's good. That's a start. Can people hear a game? Do they hear, like, ominous music? Because I hear it way too loud, still.
I can hear it. I can adjust the volume on my end, but I don't know if you need to adjust it on your end.
I might turn it... I'd like to see how loud it is for people on stream, but I don't seem to have that power at the moment. What is happening?
Now it's fine. Oh, on my end, yeah.
Your voice is
No,
honest, yes. The tune says I can't hear you. You can't hear me. What?
Can't hear the music.
Lala can't hear the music. Okay, so yeah, I thought so. Yeah, so the audio is not coming through, which is really cool because I've got it captured, it says. Oh. That's what we call a no-go.
I think the audio is coming through over here, though, which is ironic. Yeah, it's... Yeah, I think his OBS, I guess, isn't capturing
Oh,
the
there it is.
Okay.
Silly me. I was capturing her story when I should have been capturing her story, apparently.
Oh.
I hate OBS. I'm just... Okay, I don't know why this game is being such a problem. Okay, so... Colossus Pro Streamer, thank you.
How's the volume on your end so I can adjust it?
It's still a smidgel more than I'm probably gonna turn mine down just a little more.
Go for it. I'll turn it up on my end.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn it down to there for my sanity.
Music cut out. We'll need to play a video anyway before we go in. Oh, I guess now that we have that out of the way, I can go ahead and do this.
Sure.
Let me get all the little bells and whistles popped up on here. Sorry.
Bells and whistles?
I know, right? Hey everyone, Grayson, Allen, UFO, and Smoe79 here with her story. It is a wonderful December 8th, currently 10:15 over on the eastern coast, which makes it 8:15 over on the mountainside, where the alien over to my... You're to my right, I guess, and I'm to... I guess you're still to my...
Choose your directions carefully.
Anyway, the direction that you are in on whichever screen you're seeing, and it is
shoulder
a cool...
angel.
Let's not go that far. 48 degrees Fahrenheit over in the ATL area. Her story. I recommended this to Grayson because we like FMV games and he likes mysteries, so I figured this would be a fun one for him to check out.
Yeah.
Grayson, you're at a computer.
I am.
That is what's going on right now. You have a readme and a readme. You can move the window around, but otherwise you're on a computer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, this game basically opened immediately just to this when I turned it on. Like, it had like a black screen that said her story. When I clicked on it, it just changed to this. So there you go. How's everyone doing tonight, by the way? iTunes says Botrix is protest. Yeah, Botrix has not showed up yet. It's on there for Twitch. That's
on YouTube though?
Not for YouTube. Botrix will take anywhere from 30 seconds to 12 minutes for YouTube. I'm not sure why. I think it's because they want me to pay them money every month. But I'm not... I'm stubborn. Botrix isn't even here at all. Yeah, Botrix like connects with like Twitch like nobody's business. And from what I understand, it also works very well with Kick. Apparently, YouTube is like an afterthought for them. So whatever hoops it has to jump through to connect to YouTube, it does not do it particularly quick. So apologies to the YouTubes. Just, it doesn't necessarily mean I love you less, but you're just represented less.
I love you less. Don't lie.
Look, as long as you're cool with it, we're gonna keep on taxing you anyway. I'm sure there won't be any repercussions for that. Just it's fine. I like that I can move this around. Oh, hey, look, Southeast Constabulary. Wow, that must be like some kind of medicine person.
Constabulary? Wouldn't that be a constable?
Yeah, like for stables, right? That's a horse person.
I thought a constable had a different constable. Let's
because it's stable, like with stable, right? You should know this.
A peace officer with limited policing authority, typically in a small town.
Limited? That's unfortunate. Anyway, so there's the computer that we have to. I assume there's things we're doing. I don't know. We're gonna search for murder, apparently.
How very like you, Grayson, to not read the readme.txt and the really readme.txt on the side of your screen.
That's irrelevant. You got murder. We'll read the readme. Shush.
Do you want me to go ahead and read it out loud, or do you want to go ahead and grab this one? I'll get the really readme.
You can have the really readme. That one seems like that's up your alley.
Okay.
Also, look, just because I've been watching Detective Conan doesn't mean I'm a detective. Too bad. You're being deputized tonight, Lala. With my limited policing authority, you're all gonna get a badge in the mail. Don't worry. Just go ahead and do whatever you want. In the meantime, it's coming.
I get a badge?
Sure. I mean, you know. Hey, there's Botrix.
Hey, there's Botrix.
Hey, what a deal. Anyway, introduction to the logic database. Computer technology is the backbone of modern police work. The logic database is one of the many continuing efforts to digitize our workflow. They spelled digitize wrong. They spelled like our workflow and preserve evidence in a manner which will allow you to work more efficiently. In the coming years, the computer will continue to be the most valuable item in your crime-fighting toolkit.
I mean, given that they're using the word whatever, the constable word, I'm guessing this is probably somewhere in the UK.
The 1880s, at least. This database contains footage transferred from the existing homicide and serious crime tape archive at Portsmouth. It has been automatically sorted using our ASR technology. Each statement made by the interview participants is stored separately so they can be tagged for submission to court. The audio has been digitally stenographed, and the content of the testimony is attached to each clip. To retrieve a clip, type in a word, e.g. robbery, into the search field. Click search, and the database will return all clips in which the speaker uses that word. To narrow a search, use multiple words, e.g. robbery supermarket. If you're working from a printed transcript, you can be even more precise. Use inverted commas to search for an exact match against the entire statement, e.g. yes, I was there. Ah, you can do quotable searches. Is that a Boolean search? I can't remember. I used to learn how to computer.
Boolean would be true, false.
Yes, because yes, I was there is a true statement. I was correct.
Yeah, I guess.
In a completely incorrect sense, I was totally right.
Yeah, exactly.
by sheer happenstance. To store a clip for later reference, click Add to Session. Also, if you wish to add additional tags of your own to help future searches, please click in the User Tags box and type in your desired tags. For any further, simply contact your department's Information Technology representative, Police Information Technology Organization. Oh my gosh, I can feel my constable bones. I'm way too old for this newfangled techno babble.
Hey, Here's the database. I filled the Freedom of Information form to get your guest access. Everything seems to work. They transferred the videos off the original tapes in 1999, and then the Y2K, the Y2K thing hit, and they got mothballed. No one has touched them since. I couldn't find the server with the detectives' footage on. Possibly those tapes got damaged when the old archives were flooded in 97, but figured this would be enough. Take your time, SB.
SB. SpongeBob, of course. It makes sense when you think about it. What was I talking about? So this is implying that this almost feels like maybe like we aren't police or something. Somebody got a hold of the footage. I don't know. We're an authorized guest though.
Yeah, it seems like we're on the database legitimately, given that there's a Freedom of Information form.
We're super hackers, is what you're saying. That tune spells digitize incorrectly, it sounds like. And also, they didn't spell digitize if I can help it. You're not police, you're a constable.
Constable.
Yeah. I think it's the blue meanies, as the Beatles would call them.
Yep.
So I guess we got 4 videos. We just like start with this, I guess.
Yeah, whatever you want to click on.
Does it occur to my friends only VTubers stream on YT and they think VTubers are G-Gen? Other people stream on YT. The tune, how dare?
They are also D-Gens. Like me.
Not necessarily. No comment.
I think you are lying.
I mean, to be fair, the only YouTube streamer that I watch right now specifically just harasses people on Omegle. So you know, maybe there's something wrong with YouTube streamers. Why are you where you were stammering? I'm never.
Grinding gear is usually on 11 seconds.
11 seconds.
Looks like the video was 1994.
94, that was a good year. Vintage.
Ah, yes, a fine year, yes.
Ah, French champagne. Okay. Oh.
You think it's murder? I mean, clearly it's murder. What can I do to help?
Use your tags. Help.
I think it's automatically going to pop up with help, given that's one of the things she says.
Red shirt. If she gets set down on a planet, you know she doesn't last. 12 seconds.
Yeah, that's me. But February and
Hey, Demon.
months ago.
Hey, Lunatic.
Hey, Demon.
Simon's murder.
Simon got murdered in February.
We have a name.
Gasp. Hey, Demon, how you doing, though? Or is it Demon? I don't want to assume. Let's see. Blue shirt. He's a major character, that's how you know.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying I was born to be a cop, but I think...
I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person.
Mm-hmm.
A denial.
Innocent. Okay, we can clear her from the search.
Yep.
I'd like to speak to a lawyer now. Please. You have no murder weapon. You have nothing. And all these stories we've been telling each other. Just that. Stories.
I mean, she said please, so... I'd say we can just strike her from the record. Ignore any testimonies from her.
Mm-hmm.
Why are her clothes changing on all these videos? Is it the same girl in all these videos?
Yeah.
Really?
Look at him.
But the clothes change.
Yeah, but it's different days. 3/7/94.
1/7.
1/7/94.
That one was way later. That was in May.
Yep.
Or June. Wait, I know months.
I would hope she's not wearing the same.
The 27th
Stuff.
month.
God, she's got those 90s shoulder pads going on.
I mean, that was the hotness.
Yeah.
Wait, so this is all the
All
same.
right.
Wait, I guess it is, isn't it?
So these are the only clips that have used the word murder.
Right. So which means
At this point,
there's only been 4 murders.
At this point, you're just trying to figure out like the story based on clues, basically.
Simp. Fine.
No simp.
We'll spell Simon like I was trying to and I was an idiot. Hey.
So it's only going to show you the first 5 unless you start specifying down.
Fine. 232 megabytes of local storage. That's so much.
I know, it's crazy.
Well, that's so many interviews.
But you can watch these, of course.
That's why this
Anything
probably
with
why
a yellow
froze them.
Yeah.
It was her in the library with the candlestick. I think Demon solved it.
Ooh.
I mean, so this is back. This is October. This is like way down the line. Okay.
October?
Simon Smith.
Not August?
He works at Ernst Brothers Glass.
Never mind.
18?
Windows,
18th
all
month?
kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work. Mirror making, feature windows, artistic things. Really beautiful things.
I guess it's 1806. I thought that said 10/6 because I read it like an
I was
American.
going to say, did you just say the 18th month?
Yeah, everyone's favorite month. What are you talking about?
October, the 18th month.
Look,
Oh.
the year is awfully long from where I come from, so
Yeah.
you got to get used to it.
Yeah, my bad.
Look, we need a few more Roman intro first get to 18 months. Gosh.
No. Octavio is gonna get multiple months now.
And I gotta be honest, I think so. Simon worked. I better watch this again. I wasn't listening at all.
Go for it.
Simon Smith.
Simon Smith.
He
Okay.
works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass.
Mm-hmm.
Simon does the more special work. Mirror making, feature windows, artistic things.
Ooh.
Really
Frosted
beautiful
glass?
things.
Okay. So Simon Smith at Ernest Glassmaking.
Simon is 6 foot, darkish blonde hair, average build. He's clean shaven. If his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with ginger hair. And order photo.
Yeah,
They said I should bring a photo. This was taken last year on holiday in Rome.
Rome.
It's best one.
Or 18 months. It's all coming together. Okay, so she's definitely sort of not completely judging him for being a ginger. She really quickly was like, "There's nothing wrong with that." That is classic ginger hate. Noted.
It's the Rockington Arms, the Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with, and the barmaid they're having sometimes, Helen.
Okay.
Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
Peter, Susan, Simon, Helen. Is there like a
notepad?
yeah?
I don't think so. Not in game, I don't think. Oh, the clock there next to search. No, not that clock, but the that one. Yeah, that shows you like
My search
what.
area. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that is kind of helpful, so I can kind of
Yeah.
keep track of my path a little bit.
Otherwise, notes.
Yes,
Makes sense.
there's an Amstrad one. No one uses it for very much. There's a printer so you can write letters on it. Simon sometimes plays games.
Simon says.
Climb the tower, save the princess, that kind of thing.
What?
He's a gamer. A ginger gamer.
Simon
No.
isn't the type to run off or do anything crazy. Someone must have done something to him, or there must have been some kind of accident.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we do next?
Give up, I think. Okay. Demon has accused her of being a cartman. Seems correct. Sounds like a missing person
Sure.
report. Yeah, what's interesting, like... Yeah, it seems like she's describing who Simon is in the present tense, but then those other... When we specifically put in the word murder, it's like, it was more like a past tense thing talking about him. Brits are notorious for their ginger hate. This is probably a rumor we can go ahead and start spreading.
Yeah.
Where's my whiteboard
Who is
IRL
Simon?
gray? It's
Yeah, that's true.
It's,
You need
it's
to pull up the whiteboard.
just outside of arm's reach, so it's absolutely impossible to use. Demon says it's her body. So okay, so let's Simon Smith. Okay, so that's just the one where she says his name fully. Peter.
What about just Smith?
That's we could do that. Blacksmith.
Nope. I'm gonna smack you.
Look, it's worth checking to see if he maybe did stuff besides glass.
He's a glassmith. I guess it would be a glass blower, but you know, it's fine.
Right.
You smith things.
My name is Hannah.
The smithy.
Hannah. It's a palindrome.
Mm-hmm. Very
It
cool.
reads the same backwards as forwards. It doesn't work from Lyric though, it's not quite symmetrical, but well, I mean, you get the idea. Sorry. Hannah Smith, I live at 31 Gladstone Street.
OCPD for sure. That's okay though. 7 seconds.
Yes, my name is Hannah Smith. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Yeah, you're only supposed to say yes or no on a lie detector, you fool. Also, she said a bad word. She made him into chili, then filed the report to seem innocent. That's probably what happened. That seems most likely.
Did she feed him to her parent or his parents? I guess to flip it around.
Yeah, that'd be a trick.
There's a video there. What was the last one you just searched?
I searched Helen. That was one of the other names that came up from the place he would frequent.
Yeah, there's a new video there.
May as well watch it.
No. I think he spoke to Helen. She said he was upset about her argument, but I'm not sure what else he said. He likes Helen. He likes blondes.
She's really obsessed with hair color. Blondes. It's actually a lot more than I thought there would be.
Okay, be right back. Let me use the restroom right quick. Fill gap.
Sure, sounds good. Good luck, Smo. Take care. Also, does not make him into meat pies. Is Simon her husband or brother? I mean, from the way she talks about it, I'm guessing husband? Because, I mean, it may be Lolly, you can correct me, but generally speaking, I don't think siblings complement each other on how they look. Usually. I mean, that could be a thing people do. Mrs. Lovett's meat pies. Fabulous and sweet pies. True, sir, true. Okay, so... I guess Alright, fine. Oh no, I'm gonna break it. Okay. I have my whiteboard. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a problem. My slightly too big whiteboard that is like 3 feet by 2 feet. Because I don't know how to measure inches, and so when I bought it, I was like, this seems like about the right size. And then when I got it out of the box, I'm like, this is too big. We're dealing with it. Okay, so we're gonna write down the facts. Okay? We're all gonna get together on the facts here. Name of person who is dead and or missing. Simon Smith. The girl here is Hannah Smith. I'm gonna make a massive leap of logic and assume it's the wife. Not being able to measure seems like it could be a problem with your job, Lala says. Nah, you just eyeball things, Lala. You know, you get approximately the right length of pipe and you just see if it works. Get approximately the right length of board and see if the house stays up. Maybe go back and write the dates for all the interviews. Oh my gosh.
I return.
That tune said, usually to my little bro, he looks like hell. The tune. Such a good big sister. Look, it's the job of the older sibling to constantly belittle and make nervous the younger ones.
It's true. It's true.
Most common last name on Earth. Smith? I mean, I bet there's some last names like in Spanish or Chinese that are more common. But Smith is certainly like in the top 100, I would bet.
Mm-hmm. Also, hi, Grayson. Hello.
Oh, hey, Smoe, you're back.
Yeah, yep. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Welcome back.
Did you know an empty bladder makes a better detective?
I think it's one of those myths. That tune does it to Jen all the time, too. See, and it works. Look at how much better a person Jen is for by being constantly belittled. Get off that track. Lala's the youngest.
If you want to be a better person, Gray, like, listen, I can help with that.
No, what are we talking about? It's fine.
Listen.
I'm already near perfect, and if I was any more, people would start getting nervous around me. So I gotta have some flaws, as few as they may be.
The only thing you're near is nearsighted. Shut up and press one of the video.
Basically, if you want to do better, I can bully you too, Chris. Shush it. Okay, sorry. So I was writing names. Okay, so we've got our entire 2 clues so far. Someone named Simon and someone named Hannah. And I typed in blondes, and that actually came up with entries, so I guess we might as well see what this is. Well, I should look up Hannah. Her name's Hannah. Hannah Smith was what she spelled out one of them. If I look up that as well. It may as well, for the heck, just see what blondes gives me.
Could the hairs have come from somewhere else? I mean, could they... We have a lot of dolls in the attic. There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there?
I can't believe the hair actually has relevant clues. So something about blonde hair actually matters. They found hairs at some point.
So who's the blonde?
Helen was a blonde.
Oh, Helen. Okay. Sorry, H names threw me off. I was like, wait.
So Helen's the murderer.
I
think we've already got this locked down.
Yep.
These are short clips.
This other person doesn't exist. I don't know what the blonde wig is, but it could be anything.
What the fuck?
Have you looked at the cat flap?
There's so many more questions from that one clip. What the hell? Damn it. It's gonna kill me. Alright, so we have blonde wig, cat flap.
Wow, Grayson.
That is my next band. I hope you're all ready for the release for our next EP.
The blonde wig cat flaps.
Look, it's a brand new fusion of punk and folk. It's gonna be all the rage in the discotheque. It's the dude from Psycho.
Punk and folk.
Add the dates, you can put a description for top with the date, so you know if it's from the same date. Oh, that's true. It probably would be at least worth noting, like, because obviously, like, certain interviews are from certain dates. I mean, I guess we can probably search by date, can't we? Or is that?
I think it's just based on voice clips, but try.
Because that'd be certainly interesting to try. I'll guys say it when he's like, it'd be easier if... Lala, don't, please. Also, my whole life makes sense now because you're the youngest sibling. Oh no. That's a lot of older siblings potentially to be helping you become a better person by belittling. A guitarist? This was from 1/7. 2 minutes? It's gonna be copyrighted.
I'm not the world.
Play Freebird.
Okay. Probably needs tuning.
Is this gonna be an original song or is this gonna get us in trouble? Well, that's 2 older sisters and an older brother. Gasp. I like that there's subtitles and everything.
There were 2 sisters came walking by the sea. Oh, the wind and the rain. The eldest one pushed the other one in. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. So they both had a love for the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain. But he only cared for the youngest one. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Oh, the eldest envied her sister fair. Oh, the wind and the rain. With a pretty little face and a long blonde hair.
Can't believe the blonde hair and being such a major clue. So good at this.
So she pushed her in and held her down. Oh, the wind and the rain watched her as she slowly drowned. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Oh, she floated up and she floated down. Oh, the wind and the rain floated till a ship came by. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Out comes the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain. Father dear, here swims and swan. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And then it gets really weird, so I think that's a good place to stop.
Oh, you're right.
Then it gets weird.
Uh-huh. The only rest of the guy I've seen was in Brooklyn 99. This is the top of the pops shit. I wonder if the wind and rain are dreadful, says Lol. I'm like Gray has 100 siblings. I'm only a list of 3. I don't have 100 siblings. I have, let's see, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Do you call them 2 brothers, or do you call them spawnkin, or what are your siblings called?
My fellow brood. I don't know. But I've got like 7
By the way,
siblings. Jeez. Anyway,
ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen, and NBs in the audience. Now you know how to get your next job interview to an A+. Bring a guitar.
you know,
Bring a guitar.
I feel like if I was one conducting interviews, no matter like how irrelevant the guitar playing was to the job, I would certainly be remember that person better. Like, if you want to stand out. Like, yeah, there was that Yahoo who started playing their guitar. Like,
at the very least, somebody will be like, ah, crap, we forgot to get somebody for the wedding.
yeah.
Hey, there was that one person who played guitar, like, at that job interview.
Yeah. It's like, we just wanted to know if he could code Java, but then he started playing this whole thing. Like, lol, it's 7+ me, so there's 8 total kids. It's fun.
Oof.
Loading Earth says, have you heard of the new Lego Fortnite Minecraft rip-off? I don't know what that is, but sure. Two and fell in love, murdered the dude, and he's down to the bridge floating around. I think the song was like the older sister murdered the younger sister because the older sister liked the captain's son more, or someone was jealous because he liked her. It's one of them, like, love triangle thingies. Also, I swear there's a Hitchcock movie that's like nearly that plot, actually. I'm trying to remember what it's called. But there's absolutely like an old black and white film that's like nearly that exact movie.
Psycho 2 Electric Boogaloo?
Sure.
I like that movie.
Timestamps could always be altered, says DM. I mean, I don't know if this game's going to be that elaborate. I hope not.
No, the timestamps are, I mean, they're interview clips from
It says he has
like,
to count. Wow, shush it too. Look. But yes, I feel like we can pretty well trust timestamps. Like, I don't think it's going to be that weird, but it's like Bob Ross doing paintings of the crime scenes. Yeah. God, can you imagine a freaking Bob Ross police procedural? Where he's the detective. Oh, I'd be kind of down for that. Also, I'm already running out of space for notes because I'm writing, I'm pretty sure, useless information for the most part. So this is going to be really good. So we want, oh yeah, we were going to check to see if we could search by date. So let's see here, 01/07/94.
Nope.
I guess that'd be too easy. It did mention something about drown, so I wonder if that's a thing. Hey.
We got something.
Something. 42 seconds even. What a treat. Oh, hey, Star. How you doing? We're solving
Hi, Star.
murder.
Yes. We need to fight. We fought on the beach once, and I held Eve's head underwater.
Hey.
There was no one else
On your
around.
name.
It was at the far end of the beach, and I held her head under, and I kept it under. And for a moment, I just wanted to kill her and watch her drown. But that was it. It was just a moment. We made up after. It was a love-hate relationship.
Okay, so starting to. I think we solved the mystery thanks to that song. Evo. 7 entries. Interesting. Okay. I just scrolled up and found it. When I would never told the police about. Yeah, I know. It's like you're being interviewed for like another murder. And like, yeah, I thought about killing my sister once. Totally irrelevant to this, you know. Sagen says, I've never heard of this game. Hey, Sagen. Yeah, it's called Her Story. Basically, there's been a crime committed, and we're trying to figure out what the crime is. Like, basically, we just have like a whole we have a database full of like random video clips from interviews with this lady. Apparently, it's all the same lady. I was convinced the different shirts meant it was different people, but I was soundly corrected by everybody. Apparently, faces if faces are the same, it's the same person. But yeah, so we're solving for Pi, I think. Which is a thriller detective game then. I mean, basically, like, it's kind of like I don't know. It's the thrill of police work, where like you gather all the evidence, and some guys to sit at the station overnight and copiously go through it. It's the best part. So I guess let's see. I mean, I guess the clips are placed like
Sequentially.
sequentially. Thank you. I was gonna say alphabetically. That's not the word. It's not it at all. So it's a good thing our individuality isn't tied to the clothes we wear day by day. No, that'd be a crazy society that we lived in.
Is this a TV show?
It's definitely not why I shopped at Hot Topic exclusively for like 7 years.
To be fair, when I was a teenager, the only thing I wore were, I forget the brand name, but it was that one brand with like the stick figure with the weird rocket power hair.
Oh, sure.
You remember what I'm talking about? It was that one
I can
brand
picture
that
the
was,
shirts, yeah.
it was a bunch of different designs, and it was like all the rage in middle school for me, and
Yeah.
that was my shtick for a while.
Yeah. I remember a bunch of people like would have that. A bunch of people had like the, what was it, Cute Bunny, which was just like the sassy bunny character that say mean things. Sage, I know exactly what you're talking. See, Sage knows things.
Yeah.
Let's see what this person says about Eve.
Well, my friend Eve.
Friend?
I mean, she was a friend from when I was a kid. And she was always more popular with the boys, and I used to hate her for it. I mean, really hate her sometimes.
I incorrectly assumed it was a sister. I have corrected my notes. If only there was some way to erase these things on my whiteboard. I have to scribble them out. So search for the perfect shirt and jeans to buy 20 pairs of Sage. Is this Smith guy well off? Are either of the girls?
Wallace says I literally just wore jeans and a flannel jacket every day and a hat because I was self-conscious. But yeah,
That's
seems
amazing.
to be the style of the. Yeah, exactly. It's like that's the style of the time.
Honestly, like I never got adventurous. There was my one fiasco where I tried to dye my hair. I think I talked about before, and after that, I was like, never again. No more individuality.
Yeah, my
cargo
parents
shorts.
my parents tried to convince me / force me to get my hair like spotted dyed when I had like my afro, and they thought my hair would curl, and it totally just froed because that's what they thought it would gel straight, and I was like, no, it's gonna curl, and yeah, it curled, and then I look like Justin Timberlake with the ramen hair for a while.
Oh man, so basically your coolness like just tenfold increase.
I shaved my hair soon after.
But the girls were gonna start lining up around the block for sure.
Right.
It could have happened.
Could have, but it didn't.
This was the most boring anime ever if that's the case. I mean, maybe. Actually, I really love like methodical, slow-paced anime. Like there's something like weird with me. Like I love watching a show where like the majority of the show is like they're just like talking. It's like relaxing somehow.
Well, that's why I like my space operas, like Gundam and stuff like that.
Oh sure. Gundam really is like. I mean, there is action, but like there's a surprising amount of like.
It's
just
mostly
like
political talk, and it's
yeah, it's
know
like
if
a
you're
lot of
into that,
diplomacy.
yeah.
Or attempted
It's
diplomacy before the robot fight, but you know.
Yeah, when people make the comparison that like Gundam is Japan's Star Trek, I think that not only works as far as like a cultural touchstone, but also like almost how the shows are kind of laid out. It's just like, yeah, there's cool action and stuff like that, but like most of it is just talking and like breaking down, you know, like societal things, whether it's in wartime or future time.
Right. Oh, yeah, and I think it's like, I mean, that's what like I'm super obsessed with like medieval political shows, which is such a weird genre, but like I love seeing the process of like how politics and like diplomacy used to be carried out, I guess.
So you like almost like I know like maybe it wasn't the first one, but I remember like the first big one that my parents got into was Rome.
I've heard
I
good
want to
things
say that
about
was.
Rome. That's one I haven't seen that one, but I've heard it's really excellent.
Yeah, that's the one that my dad watched for a while, and then Carson watched, and then let me borrow it, and I was like, "Oh, we have this at home."
Yeah.
And I gave him back the copy.
Oh, there you go. So there's no way you try to dye your hair. I did once. It's more that my sister talked me into it because she thought it looked cool. And she wanted to dye my hair like she's gonna dye my hair blonde. Except she had never dyed hair before. I found out I was actually being her guinea pig. And it came out extremely patchy and looked super awful for like a couple of months. And I was at that age. I was like, it didn't occur to me because like, oh, I should cut my hair. And I was just like, I guess this is what I look like now. I just kind of, I don't know. It went bad.
Winter, who are you asking? Would you let me dye your hair? Because if it's Lala, cool. If it's me, I don't think this hair does not dye very well. This is not a dyeable hair.
No, I think you'd look great with like a Japanese bubblegum pink. I think it'd really help bring out your eyes.
No. Sorry.
Lala wanted Jinkos so badly for that snow. I don't even know what those are, but I guess it's cool. Actually, I had to stop dyeing my hair because it was snapping off at different lengths. It was basically like straw. Yeah, if you dye your hair too much, it hair doesn't like that for some reason. As it turns out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wait, was this a... Okay, so we should actually solve this murder or whatever.
Police station. Yeah. When I was young, we ran away on my birthday. Bob Dylan was playing in London and we thought we could break into his tour bus and have him take us with him. The taxi driver we paid to drop us off. I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there to pay for the fare. He was suspicious because we were so young, so he told the police. So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up from the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve. So my parents let me off.
That seems like a normal thing to do.
Yeah.
They just might explain all my split ends. Well, this is now that we've been nice and sidetracked. Need to establish a motive. That's true. We do need to figure out, like, because we all know that she definitely did it. Like, she super definitely murdered everybody.
This thumbnail is a mood.
What mood?
That mood.
Oh, for...
The thumbnail there, yeah.
Yeah, how I spent 90% of my time in high school, you're right. So sleepy.
What are you doing talking about Eve?
Yeah, I already murdered her like years ago. Morse code? Oh, so he was out of the room for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the story I'm starting to put together is that Simon probably liked Eve better, but then she killed Eve, and then he got with Simon, and then she killed Simon. But we don't know what form of necromancy she's used since then to bring him back. That's what we're really trying to find. 6 seconds.
My mother called me Eve.
What the hell does that mean? Is this the same lady? I don't know what humans look like. Is this still the same person? like, like, this is all just like one person's like videos, right?
You tell me. They are videos of a person.
Look, I mean, it got long hair and a nose. Like, it could be like 1,000 different people for all I know. Like, what am I supposed to? Go back to Hannah real quick. I think there's like a million entries with that, but get the DNA from her cups as demon. Does this somehow relate to that gray? Sajin dyes his hair. Yeah, Sajin is not a natural redhead. It's, I know, it's shocking to us all.
Disgusting. He chose to be the ginger.
I like that I can throw Sajin into the most, like, whatever random comments, since I've technically seen what he looks like.
You could have been lying about the red hair, and I'm just, like, rolling with it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Grayson's seen him. I haven't.
Got his Ziggy top beard. There's ZZ Top, sorry. I know things. Exactly.
Across the road, where my parents first lived there, was a midwife called Florence.
Mm-hmm.
When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time. The midwife was there to help. I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah. The midwife told my mother I was dead. But I wasn't. She wrote all this stuff in a diary. Amazing what people will admit to on paper.
That was a weird flash of my face for a second.
Mm-hmm.
And so that, I mean, I guess this is also trying to reveal a pretty significant clue.
Yeah.
Because she's saying that she's Hannah and she's Eve, is basically what we're learning here.
Well, there was one person that said they were Hannah, and there was one person that said they were Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I was kind of lying about the clothing.
I mean, they're definitely different people. I know this
So
for sure.
the thing is, which one's Hannah and which one's Eve? Because now we're dealing with two people, as we just found out. One person said, my mom called me Eve, the person in this clothing here.
Mm-hmm.
The other person said, my name is Hannah Smith.
Right. This means one thing and one thing only. Aliens.
Yep.
It's all a conspiracy.
Yep. Time
This
to
is
search
blonde.
aliens.
Blonde. Her is Eve. Was there a hair colors difference? Was that happening? Could be dissociative disorder, probably. Maybe she's DID.
I believe there was mention of...
Oh, a blonde hair wig, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And a cat flap. My new rock band coming out.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so they are the same person, but they're not the same person, essentially, for our purposes. There's no... If this game expects me to pay attention to clothes, like I'm some kind of fashionista...
So, okay, so... Hold on. This person and the... Yeah, click on the middle video. It was one we watched before. It was this thing, right?
Yeah, the lie
Yes.
detector.
My name is Hannah Smith. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not Hannah. Obviously, I mean, like, that's like a very clear, like, oh, I lied, kind of thing, right?
Right.
So then, who? And then what was this? The fourth one?
She's the one that thinks she's Eve, I think.
Across the road, where my parents first lived there,
Okay, gotcha.
was a midwife called Florence. When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time. The midwife was there to help. I've been throttled by the cord.
Yeah, you can stop it now.
Probably should like label these Hannah and Eve and stuff, huh? Ugh. Wait.
Or Eve.
It's way more elite.
To be fair, that's a good, because if you typed in Eve, it would use the words, not the user tag.
Yeah, look, I'm a
Maybe
gamer.
vice versa. No, like this makes sense. I actually like your.
Slight difference in her accent, but it's too subtle. Yeah.
I was born at the same time. Makes me think multiple personalities, though. Winter says.
Yeah. That definitely has been done 100,000 times in crime series. She's a blonde name you've tried to coach something changed into brunette Hannah. Maybe. Everything too simple and just thought identical twins. I mean, that'd be real straightforward too.
She recognized me from the
A
window.
Torsion says, "Oh, hello there."
She told me to come inside, and she hid me. They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. There was a dollhouse. She hid me up there. No one else ever went into the attic. It was her place.
It keeps flashing to like, I think it's a vaguely male face. I can't really tell though, it doesn't stay there long enough. But hey Torsion, we're solving a murder mystery. There's been shenaniganry. And it's either Eve or Hannah who done did it. We gotta figure it out. Possibly it was Helen. I'm not taking Helen off the table yet.
So we got a who.
Yeah, so Simon is probably dead, we're gonna say. That seems to be like the crux of the situation.
Okay.
And we've been talking largely with Hannah, occasionally with Eve. It's hard to tell which of them is a more mischief causer. Like, Hannah seems like she's like the core personality. But like, Eve is like this other personality that's like more put together somehow, like. But like, Hannah hates her.
The
Trusted to Helen.
click on that second one again.
It's a great song though, Sajin. What are you talking about? Second one?
Yeah, the second one. Because this is the tap code, and I don't really care about the code, just this part.
I think she says Hannah to herself.
What are you doing talking about Eve?
It almost feels like there's a third person when she says that.
Well, who is she talking to? Is she talking to herself, or is she talking to Hannah? Like, is this Eve talking to Hannah if they're two separate people?
Well, does Eve speak in the third person? Because it wouldn't be like Hannah. Like, wouldn't she be like, Hannah, why are you talking about me like that? But she says, Hannah, why are you talking to Eve about that? It's like, I feel like that really could go either way almost. Like, either Eve speaks in the third person, or Hannah's like saying to herself aloud, like, oh, Hannah,
why
Hannah,
am I
Hannah.
talking about Eve? Yeah.
So that one's a little harder to. We'll go with a heave. Because it's both of them, maybe, until we know otherwise.
All right.
Torsion says very interesting. Is that tapping Morse code? I feel like it really could be. I don't know Morse code. I'm gonna be 100% honest.
It doesn't sound like Morse code, because Morse code's dot and dashes, and that was just tapping.
Actually, I wonder, just real quick, I'm gonna play back. I wonder if we can count out the number of taps that happened. Like, it really might not be anything at all, though. It might just be a matter of, like, showing the stress here. Trying to be too simple. Yeah, I mean, it'd be really awesome if she just, like, tapped out Eve in Morse code. Like, oh, it's Eve then.
There is a tap code, Winter says.
think that is Morse code. I hate that.
I don't think it is, because Morse code would be...
Well, she was doing long taps and short taps, though.
No, I think those are spaces, not long taps. Because it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And like Morse code doesn't get, like, there's no 5 taps in Morse code.
Tap.
I like it.
We'll keep that for later. That's important. I better make a note that one of these stupid things I'm calling these things. I'm gonna really screw myself up because I'm trying to be clever. My whiteboard is a nightmare right now. This is such a problem. I'll take a photo of this after this stream so people can understand my insanity.
Yes.
This is not okay.
I want to see the behind it.
But okay, so we're gonna... Okay, let me make some more room here. Okay, so we're learning that there's a Hannah, there's an Eve, there's a code. As soon as they went to the trouble to film it. Wait, what's going on? Yeah, there is a tap code. Huh?
From Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
The tap code, sometimes called the knock code, is a way to encode text messages on a letter-by-letter basis in a very simple way. The message is transmitted by using a series of tap sounds, hence its name. The tap code has been commonly used by prisoners to communicate with each other. The method of communicating is usually by tapping either the metal bars, pipes, or walls inside a cell.
So Hannah's been to prison, what you're saying. She's been to the clink, the slammer. Makes sense. I don't know.
I'm just saying, there is such a thing as tap code.
I guess we could listen to the taps and try to count them out.
I don't even think we have like I don't know, like I feel like we're missing a lot of the mystery still here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Maybe her brother's a third personality. You want to split up with Hannah / they killed him. I mean, there could be a lot of things going on. Like, I think at this point, I'm guessing there is an actual body. Otherwise, there wouldn't be like someone. At the very least, there's a missing person. We don't know that there's a body per se, but she's being interviewed for. I guess we could, huh?
Yeah.
And Sage states, what's going on?" Basically, so the game opens up on this screen, and we can search for terms, and we have all these clips to go through, and we're trying to solve basically what's going on. Like, we don't know who we are, basically, like, our identity is also mystery, but, like, it also seems to be, like, story relevant based on, like, the random flashes of, like, our face we're getting. Like, it seems to matter very much who we are. It's relevant to the story here. And we're just basically trying to use this 90s jank database. Oh, another song.
Oh, another guitar.
Who let her have that? Okay, let's listen to Shoulder Pads. The Shoulder Pads seems to be like the very first interview, because that's like when she says all the things about like she's speaking about Simon in the present tense still.
Mm-hmm.
So like this is like probably like when she's like filing a missing persons report, perhaps, or she's being or like somebody else has filed the report. Multiple personalities can have different skills the other one don't have. This is true. Tap code could be Helen communicating to Eve, or Hannah communicating. I mean, that could be a thing. Let's see what she says here.
The bruise. I have a really fast metabolism, so stuff like that just comes and goes. I don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policemen. I found the body.
So she found the body. Wait, so maybe this isn't the earliest one. Okay.
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Sam's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. she'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby.
The baby.
There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed, and I never had the heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over.
Ghosts.
I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags.
Bin bags?
Pulled them open,
That sounds like a slur.
saw the body.
Oh, well.
What you call me?
That's
No good bin bag.
That's when I called it.
Yo! That is our word.
The police sirens. I can't speak. The police sirens, you know.
The police sirens. The police firings.
Look. I was wondering what about what you were talking about earlier, like some kind of difficulty you're having with the stream or something. No need to worry about it. Oh, sure. No, we were having some small grief getting the game to first get on screen at all, and then to be soundable to people. I can't soundable. I can't.
It's okay. All your brain power is being in the detective work.
It's true. I am Sherlock. Because Felicia told me that's why the sirens are coming on. That's probably what it is, Attune. You're right.
His body. It didn't look real. And his throat. It looked like his throat had been cut.
Hmm.
And I didn't see his glasses. He has these thick glasses. He doesn't always wear.
Okay. Was I wearing glasses? I can't tell. Am I Simon?
Unless you have a giant hole in your throat, I don't believe so.
I could have fixed it.
Could have.
Do we want to listen to Guitar later or want to do the other video first?
It's up to you, bro. I'm excited either way.
It's a short song, so why some chicks just appear on the screen randomly? So the screen flicker is supposed to be like our actual, like, because like we as the player are a character in the story. Like we exist within the universe as like some relevant thing to what's happening here. And so the screen is flickering every now and then, like during like significant videos. It's not long enough for us to really see who we are unless you guys are pausing and cheating. In which case, you know, you could maybe post a screenshot in Discord. It'd be cool.
No. You can just YouTube it if you really wanted to cheat that way.
I bet
we have
we're probably Eve, I bet, or Florence. We're Florence, I bet, the midwife. Comes full circle. We brought her into this role and we had to take her out. It's poetic. I solved it.
Yep.
It's her recording the police showing her recording herself saying something. She's seeming confused like she didn't say that. My wife is super bad. Looks like he's passing on the character. Oh, my Wi-Fi. There is a distinct accent here. Okay. Let's listen to a guitar solo.
Really? Okay.
Does she play the rest of the weird song? Here's the rest.
Laid a body on the dock to dry. Oh, the wind and the rain. Till a fiddler with a fiddle came walking by. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle bow of her long hair.
It does get weird.
Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made a fiddle bow of her long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
That one.
Made fiddle pegs of her finger bows. Oh, the wind
In the Middle Ages, I don't know if they'd let you do that.
Yes, he made fiddle pegs from her finger bows.
I don't know if that would work well either.
Made a fiddle
I think
out of
use
her
it.
breastbone. Oh, the wind
That I think would be harder to do.
I mean,
Because you could use fingertips as
you could. And also, why was the fiddle like this? This is what we're doing. How did he convince anybody to be like, this is fine?
Yes, the only tune that the fiddle could play was all the dreadful wind and rain.
Anything you sing may be used as evidence against you.
Yes, actually.
Yeah, actually. Most damning evidence.
There we go. Chart topper.
Chart topper.
Wait, no, I don't want to. No, wait, no. Stop. That's the wrong thing. Okay. He says, I'd be leaving yesterday. How did the song come up in the first place? I would. That's the thing is, like, I'd love for, like, someone to, like, play these, like sequentially.
Blonde is what you search blonde for the first video.
Yeah, I searched blonde for the first video. I came up with the first half of the song, which I'm probably the best detective ever because we found the first half of the song first. But I wish I could see the context of, like, what were they talking about right before the guitar showed up, to where, like, she's like this is a natural thing to go into. And writing down the dates, never Lala. Dates are imaginary, time's an illusion, the universe is a hologram.
Have we looked up guitar?
We could.
After we play this video.
Yeah, we'll look up guitar next.
Can you imagine? I tried. I tried to get pregnant too, but it didn't happen. I slept with so many boys, men. My body refused.
Don't make that distinction. That's really concerning.
I think my period stopped because hers had. I was prettier. I mean, how could we stay the same now? Felt like Hannah had really fucked things up. Set us down separate paths. We had become different.
Okay, Eve is promiscuous. I don't know how to spell this word, so I'm just gonna... promiscuous, that's close enough.
There you go. Promiscuous.
Hannah equals monogamono. I think she likes Simon. And there equals no baby. My lord, I can't spell. Help. Why am I trying to erase my finger? I have an eraser. Just getting everywhere.
Detective, get a hold of yourself.
It's impossible, Lieutenant. It can't be solved. I'm running out of whiteboard. Sci-Fi's, yo, it's my boys. Hey, Sci-Fi. You gotta help us. There's been a dreadful murder.
And there's a lack of whiteboard, and the prom is tomorrow.
Yeah. That really give me twin vibes. I mean, it could be twins. We're assuming split personality, but, like, it could be two different people. Like, identical twins can be pretty dang identical. Has she herself mentioned any dates? I don't think she's said... I think the only thing she's mentioned is there was... And maybe we should go back to that, actually, because she mentioned something like... One of the very first clips we watched is, like, they asked her about something that happened in February, but she's like, oh, that was months ago. What could I possibly remember about that?
Look up February again. But there was something I wanted you to...
Yeah, you wanted me to look up...
Guitar,
yeah. I just get more whiteboards this loading here. Yeah, there's a lot of things to look up, because I've got a whole list of other things I need to search to eventually. But... only guitar isn't one. Alright. 10 seconds.
No. No, Simon didn't play guitar. He wasn't very musical. He liked to listen, but he was tone deaf.
Okay, so they probably, like, found a guitar in the house and like, oh, did Simon play guitar? And so it's probably like either Hannah or Eve plays guitar, but the other one probably doesn't. Is probably the thing here. So that's probably a bit of a clue.
Yeah, it's my guitar.
Okay. Who's Polka Dotty? Perfect.
That's the one that said, Hannah, 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 what are you doing talking about Eve? Loading, I am not like Grayson's like lackey here. Like, what gives? I will get my own Red Bull and drink it myself, thank you.
You're right, Smoe, you gotta be my gopher. How long of a drive would it be for you to like grab me a coffee and bring it to my place?
Probably much longer than you have cash to pay me.
Could you get an Uber on my behalf?
Cash up front.
Sure. It's in the mail.
Mm-hmm.
What is a DB checker, actually? Oh, that's how many videos you've accessed. Holy hell. And we are missing a volume, like, we're missing all of the tapes from, like, the detective's perspective, apparently. I think that's another one of the notes. You know what we haven't looked in? Hack info. I knew it. We're cheaters. You never seen us.
Looking for the mums here.
Lunchtime gaming enjoy. What the hell? Don't be a spooky face. That's rude. Cracks with class. Oh, the mirror game.
Oh, it's a game crack. It's like to play it without the CD key.
Oh, sure. How do I... I win! I win?
Do you know what you're doing?
I win. I'm doing
are-
it. What game is this? How good am I doing?
You're playing against yourself.
I'm winning.
Okay.
Do you want to play with me, Smoe?
Do you know how to play?
How do we start
what would this
over?
be, Othello, I guess.
I don't know about European things.
Okay. Go ahead and close it and open it back up.
Oh crap!
Oh.
I've ruined it.
I don't know then. Can you right click? Can you click on mirror tiles in new game or something? I don't know. You broke it.
This is the 90s. You don't have to right click. We barely have a mouse. Are you kidding me?
Fair enough. You can drag it out with rubbish bin, I guess.
Don't.
Yeah,
You saved it.
it's ours now.
I really wish I could fix this.
Yeah, just keep clicking X's until you.
Maybe it'll eventually end. Yeah.
By the way, it's if the same colors surround another color in a line, you get the colors in between. So, for example, stop
right.
clicking.
No, you're right.
Oh, okay. Well, then you see it.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. If you see it, like if you put a red, yeah.
I put a purple here. See, they all become purples. I'm really good at this when I'm player 2. Player 1 me is doing kind of crap. To be honest. Oh dear. Hey, I kind of do it. No, wait. Ooh, red's making a comeback. This definitely helps us solve the mystery. Don't worry. I don't. What do I like? Do we like get a secret ending if I finish this? I feel like this is extremely irrelevant. Player 2 kicked ass. Holy crap. Oh, there. Okay, so we could do it again for real.
No, we don't have to play this together. You can close out of it.
Maybe there's a junk version of Go. Oh, hey, Sir Goodsworth. You're just in time for this very important murder mystery / mirror game.
Yeah.
I was ready for a Rickroll, says loading error. I'm gonna leave you guys to it. I just want to say I'm still alive. Good job, Sci-Fi. Way to be alive.
Yay, Sci-Fi's alive.
So from Atlanta
way,
to Salt
dude,
Lake is 27-hour drive. You got this.
Jesus. No, I'm okay.
27 screens got notepads.
Is the idea of a mirror game kind of clicking with you?
I don't like mirrors at all, but it
We
felt
were
like
playing
that's.
the mirror game.
I broke my. Wait, hold on. It's fine. Now we could find silly games at some point to play. That could be fun. How's it going? Been burning some
No,
skeletons
I'm
grease because you want to burn bones quickly. Goodsworth, it sounds like you
talking
were also
about.
cleaning up after a crime. We seem to be in the same business, you and I.
Ooh.
Or I am also a crime cleaner. How do we spell... What were we looking for next? Oh, February. That seemed to be like a relevant mystery going on. Aha. Yeah, Sir Goodsworth, there's been a murder most foul. We assume it was a locked room inside a bus that was under a lake, and 3 people entered, 4 people left, but there's still 2 bodies inside. So it's a real whodunit for the ages.
Loading error's brain is so wrinkly right now.
Mirror shows an identically and twins can be identical might be something. Wow, might be a stretch. Can't believe we went with mental disorders and just twins. No. Twins don't exist in real life, Lala. It's one of
No.
those. It's one of those things that X-Files wants you to
Lala.
believe in.
Lala, it is much, much more, what's the word I'm looking for? It is,
Yeah, what's
I
more
think
likely?
it happens more, yeah, exactly. It's much more likely that you have a mental disorder this day and age than you do a twin.
Yeah.
Actually, in any day and age.
Yeah, twins aren't real. I'm sure some
Twins
of
aren't
my
real.
2 cousins just like felt a twinge. But it's actually,
Twins aren't real, but my crippling depression sure is.
twins are just alternates. I honestly like, I don't know, because I have a couple of cousins who are like identical twins. Super friendly, super interesting guys, but they're like really quiet. I've heard them talk before, but it's been a couple of years. Great, and take a schizomeds today. I only take
That's
the
why I'm
delicious. I only take the bright colored candies. I don't like the dark gray ones. Those aren't as yummy. It's not
Yeah,
the
he
day and
likes
age
the
as
purple ones most.
Purple ones taste so good.
Yeah.
They're cherry flavored, which is not what you'd expect from the color, but you know,
No.
like there's so much because of the cinder blocks I had to move for the. Ooh, yeah, that's not ideal, Goodsworth. Who did been a thing they would have even accepted as real in '94? I mean, so DID was a thing back in the '90s, like, but it was extremely misunderstood in the sense of like, it was more of like a fictional concept than like a real recognized thing. Like, I think people that like displayed that sort of behavior would have been assumed to be like completely insane or maybe faking it, basically. I don't think it would have been recognized like as its own category.
Yeah, I forgot, Lala, that mental disorders weren't invented at this point in time.
It's
My bad.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hadn't started getting, you know, all their crazy problems from vaccines quite yet.
Yeah.
Loading Air. I think I've heard of that story you're talking about, Loading Air, about the identical twins. I mean, I know there's been all kinds of chicanery done over the years by identical twins. But welcome to the game. Ugh. I don't know if I'd have the patience for that thing. I've heard of welcome to the game.
Well, I don't know. I probably had to pop out and get something. That's why I was speeding. And that wouldn't have been noted on my timesheet. But I really can't remember back to February.
Ticket. She's a criminal. She done dead sped. Wow, that actually got a bunch of stuff. Where's that dark mark on her arm? Dark mark? Soloff? Wait. Oh, it actually shows the whole thing. Go back to February. I want to see this dark mark.
Look by the water
Well,
cup.
I don't know. I probably had to pop out and get something. That's why I was speeding. And that wouldn't have been noted on my timesheet.
penguin.
But I really can't remember back to February.
It's a penguin tattoo. Solved it. I'm not sure what that is actually. Wait, it doesn't. Oh wait, no, there it is. Yeah, the one by the glass.
You can close the settings, by the way.
Oh, I left that. That was open. What did you do for a living? Which you have noted down on a timesheet? That's actually good. That we might want to go back to that too, because so I put in ticket because I was curious about the speeding ticket. Maybe iTunes says looks like a tattoo.
Daddy, what does he do?
It's true. But what is the answer to 2 plus 2?
He has a wallet, a huge silly thing, leather, real leather. I think.
Red, yellow leather, yellow leather.
He packs it full of stuff.
Shush.
Business cards, receipts, lottery tickets. Always carries it in his back pocket. I think that's why he's got a bad back. Offsets the discs. I haven't seen it, so he must have it on him. He always takes it out of his back pocket before when he comes in, if he's in the house.
Okay, so blue is the blue suit that was the initial report. And this is like about a week and a half before she finds him in the basement in the body bag. Because that was like the 27th, I think. So maybe just a week later.
Okay.
And she was in a red suit at that point.
Mm-hmm.
All the thinking I need to write down dates, and I'm obviously so smart. I could be completely misquoting all of that, by the way. But so like, anyway. So that's interesting to know. So he had his wallet on him, I guess. That might be important.
I remember the ticket, of course. I paid it without telling Simon. Didn't want to get told off.
Speeding
We
ticket.
put points on the license.
Okay. That wasn't as much data as I was hoping for.
You must be desperate for leads if you're getting hung up over 6-month-old speeding tickets.
I feel like that was a direct call to you.
It's look, Hannah, I will outsmart you. Speeding. Crash. That actually came up with stuff. I didn't expect that.
If we turn the anti-glare option off, Demon, it will remove that flashing effect, I believe.
You see the weird flash of someone. Yeah, so just every now and then, basically, like, it'll just flash a little bit, and we can see, we're seeing our reflection on the, like, the computer monitor, basically. So it's like, it's kind of a bit of a meta thing of, like, as we're playing the game, we're, like, kind of playing on a physical computer. I mean, we are, but we're also playing one in the game.
Yeah, turn on the anti-glare option just to show them.
Sure. So, like, if we turn it off, it just becomes like a normal screen. Like, it's just like a modern kind of normal screen look. But I'm pretty sure, like, if we have this on, then we're not going to get those random Easter eggs. If I had to guess.
Yeah, I believe so. I think that's the case. I've always seen people play it with this on it.
Right. And it's not so terribly distracting that it's really a problem. So I think it's worth leaving on, like, unless it's occasionally a jump scare. I mean, kind of. The hubris of this guy. I hope he gets humbled very soon. Yeah, the hubris of Simon. Can't believe he dare have a big old wallet. Hope he gets what's coming to him.
Ooh.
Thinking he can play lottery tickets.
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted.
Denmark?
The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi.
Bad driver.
Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
Okay. That is like something I meant to go back to, like, look for, is because of the baby situation. It sounds like it didn't work out because they had a bunch of stuff, like they'd been planning for a baby, but then they don't have a baby. So I feel as that probably has some relevancies.
The baby.
The baby ghosts.
when beautiful people died, we always felt like it was a sign. You remember Princess Grace? Grace Kelly? She died in a car crash the year before we met Simon. We used a Ouija board to speak to her, and that gave us the power to find him. That's what we thought then. That people who died tragically leave some kind of magic behind. We used to share dreams. We used to wake up and write them down in our diaries immediately and compare them.
So that's speaking of Eve and Hannah.
Mm-hmm.
Torsion says sus. Yeah, that's a normal thing. Be like, we contacted the spirit of Grace Kelly, and she definitely is how we found Simon.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if this is going to be a situation where, like, Hannah and Eve are both dating Simon, but Simon doesn't realize he's dating two people. Just thoughts.
No, they're not bad thoughts. I do,
Okay, that's important to notice.
Ouija board. Shall we look up baby?
How do you spell Luigi? It's with a J, right? Too late.
L Guigi.
Oh, God, John. That's linguisticist. Sane woman moments of Satan. We play video size open.
17.
I think the glare is a one-off. I don't think you can force it to happen twice. Like, I don't think you can just, like, play the same video and get the same glare effect again. Eve being jealous of Hannah having a baby is not giving good vibes since there's no baby. You don't know that. It's probably fine. So we got some babies. I forgot we can actually do like more than one word at a time, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's probably worth considering. Okay, so 6:25. So this is after they found this. Actually, I don't know if they found the body. Let's see here. Let's see what she's talking about.
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday.
Fair.
Did you notice anything weird?
Was I supposed to?
No, you can use the same video.
We spent the wedding
Lala's
night in a
already said
hotel
it.
in Brighton. We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time at the Glaziers. That was Eric's generosity.
Eric?
We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby, if it came. It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope.
Mm-hmm. Lala says the plot thickens, and yes, it is Sajin. And Hatun says, oh. Yeah, it's weird. She has her hair tied back in a bun.
Mm-hmm.
Makes her look like she has short hair. Very strange.
I believe she has a bruise as well, it looks like.
And there also is no tattoo. I'm not completely dumb.
No, I know.
So that is interesting. It implies that she is probably into temp tattoos, if I had to guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually... This does thicken the plot, though, because it means that her split personality is able to magically manifest a tattoo every time she switches.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty
Every
impressive.
time. Yep.
Every time.
Every time.
If we could just, like, find a video of it, like fading away or fading onto her, then we've got her. So chances I wonder sometimes, Ray. Yeah, you wonder how I can contain all this brain in my skull, because I do, too.
So wrinkly.
Pretty sure it leaks out of my ears at night. It's fine. I'll grow more.
You know what? That would make sense.
Where's this Lala? Yeah, the ability to spontaneously manifest tattoos would actually be kind of a sick power, I'm not gonna lie. As long as you could, like, spontaneously, like, unmanifest them, because otherwise you'd run out of, like, skin power really quick, because...
Wouldn't that just be, like, camouflage?
Be pretty awesome. Sage has so many
Turn me
faults.
into an octopus at that point.
God. Can I just? I wonder if like. Anyway, let's listen to.
No.
So if we can
Lost it.
confirm who has a
Just
tattoo and
found
who
it
doesn't.
once.
Okay, there it is.
We carried on living at Simon's parents until that was only a few months after.
A few moments after till something happened, I guess. Octo camo power goes hard. That'd be a pretty good one, honestly.
What am I? A snake?
It was a shock to him.
Like
I
super
mean, he never thought
smooth.
it was possible.
Yeah, I got Riz. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know what he. I mean, I hadn't decided whether to keep the baby. I wasn't really ready to talk to him about it.
What was that 27? A couple days later. That's implying that maybe there had been like another pregnancy, maybe. Because I mean, once you reach 8 months, you're not really deciding whether or not you're keeping a baby or not. You've fairly committed to a baby at that point, I think. Like I don't know.
There was a video. Is it the 4th video on here?
That's one we already did watch, but I guess we could check it again. This is a minute 30 seconds.
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Sam's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff,
Mm-hmm.
about when we lived there, about the baby.
Mm-hmm.
There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed, and I never had the heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and
Set it all ablaze.
that's when I saw the bin bags.
Oh, right. This is when she.
Found the
Pulled them
body,
over.
yeah.
Right.
Saw the body.
So
I screamed, and
there was a video.
that's when I called.
It was one that seemed like it was Eve, or at least the one that blatantly stated. Go to your history.
History. And yeah, the red jackets are the same day. Lala.
There was one. There was one you searched. Scroll down in here. Like just. No. Was it Hannah or Eve that you searched? One of them was like talking about couldn't get pregnant, I thought. One of them was like, you know, I tried with men, boys, and you had mentioned the like, oh, don't make that distinction.
Oh, I think that was an Eve video. Let's see, was it this one?
I think it was the last one.
6 seconds. I don't think it was this one.
Mm.
My mother called me Eve.
No, okay, that's the Eve one.
I think it was this one, maybe. Let me see.
Yes. We'd fight.
Okay, that's when she was trying to.
All right.
A police station.
Okay, that's when they were being sneaky peeky.
Maybe it was Hannah.
Maybe it was Hannah, because yeah, it doesn't seem like any of Eve's stuff comes up. Okay,
All
that's
right.
about.
Let's,
into the attic.
She hid me up there.
My name is Hannah.
Okay, what was the... I think it was like something kind of...
Body, maybe?
It might have been. It seemed like it was like kind of like... irrelevant almost, like...
The bruise.
Here's the bruise comment.
Yeah. Okay, that's the one about the finding the body.
Right.
Yeah, so red suit is post-body finding. Yeah, I wanted to look at those glasses too.
Yeah. It wasn't the... What was the last one here?
That's the one that she's just... Wait, what is this one?
Can you imagine?
Oh. Okay.
There you go.
It didn't happen. I slept with so many boys, men. My body refused.
So Hannah, so this is Eve. This shirt is Eve, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I was prettier. I mean, how could we stay the same now? Felt like Hannah had really fucked things up. Set us down separate paths. We had become different.
I mean, yeah, when you're...
Eve couldn't get pregnant, Hannah could.
Right. I mean, there could be something to that, though, because like, identical twins especially are, like, super connected in all kinds of weird ways. Like,
Yeah.
Like, as weird as that sounds, like, that could really be, like, a thing. Like, maybe try pregnant. You're right.
Dang it, Grayson.
Can you get pregnant?
Pergagante.
Pergagante. Love that video. I guess we could spell it stupid.
Pergnut.
Perg. Okay, so there's some more videos. Am I pregnant? Pregnant. Freaking love pregnant. That video both like makes me laugh so hard, but also makes me so worried for the whole generation of children. Like, we're just like, oh no, these are people that might have become Gregante. Like, what about those poor kids?
11 seconds.
I got pregnant.
No
Both
tattoo.
our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married.
So Hannah equal no tattoo. H equals NT. Now we're doing math on this board. I'm running out of space.
I was gonna say
I'm starting to run out of
sounds like a Carson thing.
I gotta be a bit more concise with my notes because I was writing real big to start. I didn't realize how this game is gonna be a lot of notes and clues.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna not remember what NT means later, but that's okay. That's a future problem.
New
You're
tech.
really earning that detective cash. This would be a pain if there's hair up and down too. That's true. I feel like the hair could be a thing. Like Hannah seems like well, Hannah is kind of the more straight-laced of the two. Like, because Eve was the one that went around like sleeping with boys and men, attempting to get pregnant. But
Gregante.
So
Love that boss.
she has her hair down because she's more, I don't know, lascivious. It's okay. She's a loose woman. That's rude, says Grayson
Wow.
Allen. Look, I'm not implying that she's some kind of lady of the evening, okay? I'm just saying that she's...
Yes, I'm fine. I won't be sick again. This happens some days.
She has her ring on, by the
I'm
way.
pregnant. It's morning sickness.
Okay, so there was a second pregnancy. See? So Hannah was also the one that was married to Simon, so we're learning, so she has a ring. That's another way to distinct her. I don't know if she's always been wearing the ring, but I just noticed that for sure that time.
Mm-hmm.
Ringu.
Is there a date where the ring comes off?
That would be interesting. I mean, because the red jacket we confirmed, like, this is the interview that happens like right after they do find Simon.
Yeah.
And so up until this interview, she is
blue shirt over here was like the first day, right? When they first call her in?
I think so.
Both are
Because this is the one where
parents
she
had a
looks
big
like she has
powwow.
the
We
black
wanted them
eye.
in the room
Right.
and decided we should get married.
And I wasn't even looking at that side. The other
Thank you.
side.
Is Eve wearing a ring too, though?
That's no tattoo. So that's
Yeah, no tattoo.
that's Hannah.
Both our parents had a big powwow.
So Hannah got punched by the stairs when she fell down them, I guess. But back in the video cells, this is Lala. Eve is wearing a ring too. Dagnabbit. So the ring might not be quite as relevant as we hoped. Although it could be playing into like my whole belief that Eve is double married with Simon. Without
After
Simon
you
knowing.
after you finish these two, look up Bruise.
Bruce, okay.
Yes,
the shark.
Bruce. No.
I gotcha. Bruce Campbell. Gotcha. Could look. It could with the twin snap
Well.
swapping.
Yes. You found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant.
Gasp. Birthday. Make a note of that. Birthday. No time for an H. No space. Okay.
It's Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince, and Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. So she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind, but she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending. Is that too much?
She did mention, I think Eve was talking about how she was kept, like, because Hannah had a room up in the attic. There's all to herself, except that Eve was kept up there away from people or something. I think there's some video about that. It said at some point.
Look up attic after Bruise.
Okay. I think if it matters, you click on the computer's clock, what does it do? It tells you...
Today's date.
Interestingly, it doesn't tell... Wait, is that today's day?
No, I meant
It's not
that's
today's...
6/16/23.
It's not telling the correct time or day, which is interesting.
Yoink.
So maybe
Could
the
work.
year. June 16th, 2023.
That is interesting. I wonder why it says that.
So
Because that's like the same month as all this other stuff. Is like it's implying like this is happening like on the anniversary, like some whatever years later. I guess. Could we be the new baby? Gasp! Are we the ghost baby? So he was dead after the loss of the baby, but she was pregnant by him after he died. Well, I think so. I think she's been pregnant.
The story the whole time.
Like she's been pregnant. She's probably not very pregnant. She's probably like maybe a couple months in. Like enough time where like she knew for sure, but like he didn't know. But, like enough time has also passed where like now that they're like a month or so like into the Like, it's like probably shortly before he died. Unless I need tinfoil for my hat. June 16th, 2023 or June 23rd, 2016. Oh, could be 2016, maybe is what it means. It could be just a heckin' coincidence as 23. Because this game came out in 2015.
Yeah.
But I mean, this
Or it's
computer would be
actually
like...
from your clock and it's looking at the... No, because that... I don't know.
It's... Yeah, because I mean, it's saying it's like 7 p.m. Which isn't accurate by my time at least, but... Makes for meditative slumber. X-ray. X-ray Zulu Delta Echo. We've learned. Also, hi. Yeah, how do non-Americans write dates? I don't know. Non-Americans do it wrong is all I know for sure. Yeah, I said it. Come fight me.
E-lords.
Yeah. You'll have to pay for the ticket, though. Torsion says gasp. Demon says backwards. Anyway, so we gotta... What we're gonna look up next? Bruise, right?
Uh-huh. We'll look at Bruise, then Attic, and I guess we'll call it.
Sure, yeah, we'll see where that gets us. Because, yeah, this might not get solved tonight. This mystery might last for many more months at this rate. I'm sorry. I'm such a bad detective. Bruise?
Oh, yeah, no, it's nothing. I was going through the top cupboard in my kitchen, and the chair slipped, and I kind of hit the door with my face. We hurt like hell.
That means I'm gonna have to like save this like whiteboard full of notes for next week.
Just take a picture of it and then clean it off.
There's no time.
Okay,
so
there's no way. So
okay,
that second one, the one with the red, that's Eve, I think. Because play that one.
The bruise. I have a really fast metabolism, so stuff like that just comes and goes.
She touched the wrong side of her face.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policemen. I found the body.
It makes sense. It's gonna be a while before we get paid to people. You take a picture anyway, show us your cast. That's right. I will take a picture, and you can all explain to me what I wrote later so that I can remember, because I don't know if I understand these notes at this point. I literally been like writing from like every single direction, but down. So it's great. So this means at this point, Eve and Hannah are pretending to be the same person, maybe. If she's trying to act like she has a bruise.
It's not until this shirt in the last 3 videos that she gives up it up.
Right.
Because when you look up Eve, she's wearing that when she said, "My mother called me Eve."
Right. Interesting. So I really bet that like Simon was like basically with both of them without realizing he was with both of them. Got a small army of us gonna be looking like Charlie Day for a while. She has her hair both up and down with that jacket. Does that mean they switch out somehow partway through the interview? That's possible. Remember from one of your 14 streams? I do remember X-Ray. How you doing? We're solving murder mysteries today.
Yes.
We're sort of doing that in 14 too, I guess.
One of us got hurt. The other one would have to be hurt too. A grazed knee, a bruise. When I lost my tooth first, we had to pull out Hannah's to match. Once, I slept with a boy who was seeing another girl. The girlfriend came up to Hannah the next day and punched her in the face, gave her a huge black eye. That night, she had to do the same to me. But she almost went too far. I couldn't see out of that eye for days. She snapped a frozen piece up for me from the kitchen. So much of our bodies was synchronized anyway. We started our period on the same day. All our childhood diseases, stomach bugs, nits.
Okay, so for whatever reason, her parents treated her like they were one kid. which is interesting.
She was hiding in the attic, or at least one of them was. Eve was.
Right. It seemed like Hannah got to be like the main character, but Eve swapped out for certain days, like whether or not the parents knew that or not. She said the midwife said she died.
Well, we could look up midwife.
I did write down
Midwife
midwife, and
replacement.
Florence was her name. That could be something interesting. Maybe the midwife
Yeah.
died, she had to go back with her parents.
Differences? She's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything. She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys. If Hannah liked a boy, I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first. She had such a crush. I let him take my virginity after a night that his band had played at. It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin. She had lots of excuses. After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity. It's not that different to a bruise, pulling a tooth, a graze. We used a hairbrush. After that, we took it in turns, though. I was always the one who seduced the boys. Until Simon.
Okay.
So
This is bad driver.
Hannah took the initiative with Simon, it seems. Is what you were
Right.
saying there at the end? Okay.
Yeah. Interesting. And also, all the times you hear about car crashes, that's definitely Eve talking, apparently.
This was about 9. I went round and she was waiting for me. She was furious and so angry. The kind of anger you can only have towards yourself. We screamed at each other, argued, cried, we fought. I hit her back, left a bruise. I had my wig on from performing, she tore it off. Eventually, we grew tired of fighting and I left.
Interesting. Oh, you know what? Was Eve playing as Helen, maybe? Because we know that Helen was blonde. That Simon liked blondes. I don't know.
No. What direction do you wanna? I'll leave the last search term to you then, because this we have directions to go.
Lala says Wit Snatchin'. That's gonna be my band's second album.
Wit snatching.
Wit Snatchin'. Blonde wig, cat flap. Look forward at Barnes & Noble. I assume they sell CDs, maybe. And I might not get anywhere else to take it. Okay. Well, I feel like we looked up Helen. We didn't really get anything more with her, though, I don't think. They do sell
Did
CDs.
we? Look at the.
I feel like
the
I looked up
history.
Helen. I could be wrong. No, I did look up Helen. Yeah, so that didn't get us anything more, really, so that might just be a dead end. So I guess we can look up birthday. Or we could look up... let's look up birthday.
Yeah. Ooh, good
Okay.
hit.
7 seconds.
Yes, that's my birthday. Not one of the big ones, but I guess you can see that.
That's so unhelpful. Okay. That's Hannah, I guess. You know, Eve would be the one that would have a tattoo. She's the one that's all flirty with boys.
Yeah.
That's how you know. Calling night, good night. Good to see you guys. See you later, Sagen.
See you, Sagen.
Sleep well, sweet prince.
And may angels sing you to sleep tonight.
Yeah. Chorus of angels sing thee to thy rest.
There you go. That's the line.
was my birthday, like you said. We were going to have a meal at home. We had our meal. He gave me his present. I guess I didn't like the present.
No present. Guess we'll look. I better make a note to look a present.
Winter says, I have a tattoo, Grayson. What are you trying to say? Crying monkey emoji.
I'm just saying that everyone that has a tattoo is obviously dangerous and should be avoided.
Oh, I can confirm that. Winter, you can't say anything against that, sorry.
Tattoos are exclusively gotten in prison, we all know this.
Yep. Yeah.
You get it one tattoo for every crime you commit.
Yep.
Just facts.
And sometimes you get tattoos for
up.
future crimes.
Future
Okay.
crimes. Wait, oops, I missed that first part.
From when I woke up.
Winter says unfollows and subs.
I woke up. Simon was already up, and he made me birthday breakfast of eggs Benedict. We both had to go to work, so we saved presents till later. I got to work, had some birthday cake. Children sang me happy birthday. Then I came home. The birthday meal was a takeaway, and Simon gave me his present, which I didn't mind. And after that, we talked about the baby. Turned into a big argument. Simon left. I was furious. I wanted to get as far away as I could and get some space to think. So I left.
That's interesting. There's a couple of things you learn there. One, she's possibly a teacher of some kind, because she did mention earlier she had, like, something about like timesheets, like accounting for like where she was and is. And if you're a teacher, that would probably be something that would go on.
Right.
I think in one of the previous videos we just watched, she mentioned like, she's like, I guess I didn't like it, or something like, and so she's probably referring to the fact that like Hannah didn't like it, so, or no, Eve.
Eve didn't like it.
Eve didn't like it, so Hannah had to be like, oh, yeah, I guess I didn't like it then.
Yeah.
In order to keep up the charade. But Eve was the one that left in a car apparently that day, which I think may coincide to. Also, my sister just older than me, has lots of tattoos. Makes sense. Two girls had to live the same life, looks, injuries, boyfriend. So I think the dad didn't know they were twins. Maybe it's either the parents somehow. It's really interesting because I feel like we haven't fully gotten context on that. Maybe we should look at. Maybe I'll make another note for like look at parent or dad. That might be worth looking into for next time.
A week or so ago. It would have been the Saturday before my birthday. You know, I get like that on the weekends, have a lie-in, then want to get up and blitz the house.
Sure, we all like a good blitzing. Also, you don't even know my sister, and somehow you're still so right. See? Look. Also, I don't have any tattoos either. Atune says I don't have tattoos. It all makes sense. Atune, the saint that she is. So anyway, so this looks like it's probably going to take us at least one more stream to crack the mystery on this. But I think, to be fair,
what's the database look like?
Database?
The like move the window over.
Oh sure.
Yeah, the DB.
Yeah, look at that. We're basically done.
Yeah, we still got quite a bit.
Apparently, we've seen the very final video. Apparently, which I bet is like one of the very first videos we watch from this murder word. Actually, this is the way to figure out sequentialness because it highlights the most recent video we watched. It looks like. So we managed to find quite a few of the end ones. We found a bunch of the beginning ones. We're still missing a lot of the middle.
I'm sure a lot of the end ones are Eve giving up the story, basically.
Right.
Okay. So we're missing a lot of the middle of it.
Yeah.
We've got beginning and ends, but no middle. Probably more about the crime, I would think.
Yeah, because
itself.
we definitely haven't looked up hardly anything about Simon himself, because we could definitely look up more about, like,
Yeah.
the body,
Or the
the bin
bar.
bags, the
There were other
bar.
names we got at the beginning. What, Paul and I
Yeah,
guess
I looked up
what
a
was
bunch
the
of
other one?
those.
Or Peter or something like that.
Yeah, there's Peter, Helen, Susan, that's like Joseph,
Peter
Mary,
and
and
Susan
Peter.
are the Peter and Susan are the ones that own the bar, right?
Yeah.
Helen's the blonde, which we're kind of thinking it's probably Eve at this point.
Possibly. Like, maybe she was, like, trying to insert herself into Simon's life in a way that she was separate from Hannah. Hatun says, I'm going to murder you, Gray. Hatun, you're trying to get your first tattoo? Hatun says, Eric. Eric.
Eric.
I wish I knew someone named Eric in real life, because I would absolutely aggravate them to no end by doing that. Okay.
I don't keep up with any of the Erics I know.
That's fair.
But I would for you, Grayson. So, what's the plan going forward, Grayson? So it sounds like we're probably going to come back to this next Friday.
Yeah, I guess we'll probably. This
Are
is
you
fun.
enjoying this, or like?
I
Yeah.
like this. Like, this is kind of my jam. Like, it's really. And it just like we're trying to piece together the stories like from a lot of bits. It's kind of fun.
Mhm. Mhm.
And we probably could have made faster progress. Except we kept stopping to chat about things that might not have been relevant. But that's okay. Actually, here we're gonna do a bonus search just because I'm curious. Actually, that comes up with a lot of things. We'll save that for later. Let me make a note.
Gray, pay attention to Twitch chat.
Gray doesn't really pay attention to Twitch. I've been reading. Did you? Oh wait. Oh sorry. X-ray. I didn't see your comic because it glowed. Somehow adding me made it less visible. Did you watch Warframe's launch trailer for Whispers in the Walls? I have not seen the launch trailer yet. I probably should check that out because that's coming out next week, right? It's like the 13th, I think.
16th, maybe? I don't
Or 16th. It's soon, which I definitely want to play that when it comes out because I think I'm caught up enough on the story. So,
did you see any of the Game Awards?
I had it on so that I could get the drop. I aggressively ignored it otherwise, though, because for the most part, I just don't care. I'll be honest.
Yeah, no, the awards themselves were silly and they're very. It's like the Oscars. They're very like, oh yeah, you the players get to vote for like 10% of the vote, and then the rest of it is just background stuff. It's like, okay, well, but it's more like the game announcements that I more watch that for because E3 doesn't exist anymore.
Wait, E3 stopped?
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah, I think everybody dropped out of E3. Like all the big names, at least. Because they're all doing their own, like...
Their own things.
Nintendo Direct things. Yeah. The only thing they showed that I was, like, super, super excited for was the new Monster Hunter. It was, like, the sequel to World. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, that could be cool. Yeah, I really... And I probably should, seeing as I stream games. Like, I don't pay attention to games when they come out. I just I just trust that I'll hear about it from people if it ends up being a good game.
Yep.
Hatun got 16 DLCs. That's 16
2 DLCs got a... 16 got a Shadow dropped DLC yesterday, and a new DLC next year with Leviathan, I think. Something like that. This first one seems to be focused on Omega.
Updates launching next Wednesday.
Cool.
Okay, that's pretty soon. Hatun likes watching people be angry. I can't imagine. Demon is hungry for murder. That's a strange confession to make. Torsion says Starfield didn't win anything, which wasn't surprising because it's just Skyrim ported into space. Starfield is really interesting in that, like, everything I heard about Starfield is like people like, I really want to like Starfield, but I can't quite do it. And I was like, well, that's unfortunate. Like, I didn't really hear like any like super good things about it. Like, I'm trying to think like what, I guess, was there like a game of the year that was announced? Like, what was it even?
Game of the year was Baldur's Gate 3. Other highlight, Alan Wake 2 did incredible on a lot of different categories.
Because that's a game we should play too. But
yeah, it was basically Baldur's Gate and Alan Wake, but Hi-Fi Rush got audio direction, which I really appreciated.
They deserve that.
16 got soundtrack.
Did Only Up win? Like,
I don't think Only Up was on there at all.
But that's been like my favorite game of the year. That's not fair. I think there's bias. They don't like China.
I have only heard good things of Alan Wake 2 at this point. Like, and apparently, like, it's... Which isn't surprising, because Alan Wake 1 was as well, but it's very multi-genre.
Right. Well, it's really cool to see that, like, because Alan Wake 2, I mean, it was obviously a big deal, but that was also like 2007, 2008 when that came out.
Something like that. Yeah.
So it's been a hot minute, and so the fact that like the sequel came out finally, so much later, and like it was still a good game, and people were still hyped for it. Because like I don't know, I loved Alan Wake, but I feel like it's one of those games where like I feel like a lot of people didn't really know about it. Like it's one of those games where like a certain like fans of horror probably know the game, but like it's not like it was a huge breakout hit.
I don't know. Alan Wake, I think, just kind of got buried in all the other good 360 games. Because it was kind of in the middle. It was right at the beginning of, like, the newer 360 models.
I mean, I think Dead Space came out pretty within like the same year, and that definitely was a standout horror game.
And like Resident Evil 5 was during that time.
Alone in the Dark came out, and everyone hated that one, but you know,
you had like like there were a lot of good horror games on the 360.
Wasn't like,
like a lot of
Sanity's Requiem about that time? I'm trying to remember.
No, that's GameCube.
Was it?
Well,
wait, what game am I thinking of?
Are you thinking Conviction? Is that what it's called? Conviction?
Or like Eternal Darkness. Wait, what was...
Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem is the Lovecraftian Silicon Knights GameCube horror game.
Okay, so I'm a little bit off then. It sounds like.
Are you thinking maybe... What is that game called?
There was like a game that was like... It like took place in a prison, I want to say.
Are you thinking maybe of Manhunt?
No, not Manhunt for sure. There was like a maybe. I can't. I can't remember. I should just. Wait. Date for Whispers in the Walls written now. Don't be late. Void tongue.
Condemned, maybe.
Condemned. Criminal Origins.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
It does. Yeah,
Condemned,
you're a detective. It's not. Yeah. Okay. I remember.
Yep. Yeah, Condemned, yeah, exactly. And Condemned was also a really good horror game that doesn't get talked a lot about now, but like was really big when it initially came out.
I mean, that was one of those games that, like, I don't know how well Condemned has aged. Like, it's like a foundational inspiration for so many other games. Like,
yeah,
I feel like, because it really kind of nailed the... I don't know, because I feel like... was it? I mean, Alan Wake, I think... I don't know if Alan Wake is necessarily inspired, but like, definitely like... Oh, what's the chain game?
Chain game.
Freaking...
Evil Within?
Evil Within. I feel like that game is very heavily inspired by Condemned.
Yeah. Condemned was 2005 because I think it was a close to a release or a release title.
Yeah.
Fear was 2005, which is also another big horror game.
I forgot about Fear. Never played those ones.
I love Fear 1. I don't know how 2 and 3 is, but 1 I adore. Alan Wake was 2010. You also had Resident Evil 5 in 2009, Dead Space in 2008, Left 4 Dead 2 in 2009, Metro 2033 in 2010. I mean, there are a bunch of, like,
right,
pretty, you know, like, well-known and well-loved horror games.
All those my husband loves Post of the Fall, so he's excited by the band. Yeah, Alan Wake introduced me to a lot of good music. That's like a side, like the chapter openers, like, or like the chapter enders, whatever they did, like. That's
the
what I found,
Game
like,
Award concert they did for one of the songs is incredible.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Something you should look up.
Have to look that up. Yeah. Big companies don't really want to risk niche games like they used to. Yeah, that's kind of true. Mooney says, "Yo, hey Mooney, how you doing?"
Hi Mooney, catching
Also,
us right
I got
at the
best
end.
multiplayer in the PS5 co-op split screen. Still, yeah, I love that the Baldur's Gate has best multiplayer, but like it has broken multiplayer. Indigo Prophecy. That's another game I want to play someday.
Indigo Prophecy. That's the David Cage one, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that's pre Heavy Rain.
Good.
I want to say.
I've never played Heavy. I mean, I know the memes from Heavy Rain, but I never actually did that one either. But
Jason.
Mooney doing good. Hatun was the last time we played Warframe. It's been a hot minute. I think I did that. Like what felt like 8-hour stream with Sajin and his friends, Gamble and Nova Umbral, and that was a lot of Warframe and a stressful Warframe. I do want to start playing more Warframe again.
When does that alert end? The one that Sajin posted about.
I don't know, that was for the Game Awards, and
No, there was another one. December 13th to the 20th.
Right, for the second Sevagoth, if you want to do the things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I want to play Warframe again soon. Like, I mean, definitely for like the new stuff, but I still want to get like I like that game a lot. It's just matter of finding time for streaming it.
Yeah. Yep.
So Grace says, thanks for beating me to the punch. I don't play Warframe as it had been since Grace streamed it, says Satun. Yeah, I want to get back to playing that regularly because I really love that game. The problem is, like, I don't know, like, because I'm happy to just play it. Like, I don't even need to have a goal. Like, I just like running around in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I know Sage was like, oh, we gotta be doing something. Like, we have to like do like weird challenges or something. You know, we gotta like he's got some other weird challengey scheme he's trying to cook up for nonsense, but
it's definitely the difference between a more casual intermediate player and a hardcore player.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like, I want to look at the pretty colors, and Sajin's like, I have seen the pretty colors like a cajillion times. I want number go up.
No, yeah, I think Sajin, like, I mean, and Sajin, you know, is respectful, but he's also like, I think it low key bothers him like how casual I am with that game, because he's like, oh, well, you know, you gotta start playing with more Warframes. You gotta like start playing with like all the different weapons, and you gotta start, you know, learning about like all the crazy super mods. I'm like, I just like to shoost. This is just play it when you don't podcast. I could do that, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, it's been weird. Like, I thought about doing that for like this past Tuesday, but like for one, like my I don't know what the hell. I think I have like walking pneumonia or something. I swear, 'cause like I've had like a lingering cough for like 2 weeks now, and it's doing okay right now. But like a couple hours ago, like I was I was like about to die because of how much I was coughing. Yeah, it's like on Tuesday I was not doing super good, but anyway, yeah, I'll do that because I feel like Warframe's been interesting. Like I feel like I should be like playing that with people, but I could just solo stream it, I guess.
Well, now that we're gonna have cross-save stuff going on, it might be easier to get people together.
That's
Like I
true.
know play has been a thing, but with cross-save, it may be, I don't know, more convenient for people.
Right. Yeah, I'd like to start making a more semi-regular thing because it's a relaxing game for me for sure in a weird way.
Mm-hmm.
Mooney doing good, but my dad has COVID. That's not good. I mean, I hope he's doing okay. Like, and COVID can be like no joke. Like, when I had COVID last year, I spent like 2 weeks being like pretty okay with like if I died because I was not having a good time. Like, but
This is the end. Just end it now.
there's been like a handful of times in my life where like I've gotten so sick from like man, I'd be super okay if I could just not exist for a little bit. Like, it's pretty terrible.
I've had the same thing, maybe different kind of sick, but yeah, I've had the same thing.
Torsion says play how you like. Thank you, Torsion. It sucks when I hope he gets well soon. I've also been coughing like crazy last few days. Grace, annoying. Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's like some crazy like I don't know if it's like the flu or like what it is, but like, cause like there's a bunch of other people like that I know that have been getting sick too. And I'm mostly just like at this point like I'm just annoyed because like I'm not like really sick, but I just have like a stupid cough. And it's just like it's really obnoxious. When he says me too, Attune says Gray is infectious. It seems sorry. I've been coughing through the internet onto you all.
Speaking of Gray being infectious and me warning you guys about that, like back during his birthday, Gray, you're doing a prolonged buy, so should we wrap it up?
We got 20 more minutes.
I'm gonna fight you.
But no, yeah, we can get out of here. To help take care of him, so I won't be talking a lot. So yeah, that's fine, Looney. We're heading out. I hope your dad gets feeling better. I hope you're being careful, not catching it yourself.
Stay safe. Mask up if you need to. No shame in it.
So, but yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out. I hereby undeputize you all for the next week, so feel free to go about your normal civilian life. But I do expect you at 8 p.m. MST sharp next Friday Eve for more murder solvery.
For more investigating.
Yeah. We got to hit our quota of solving 6 cases. I don't care how much red tape we have to cut through, how much evidence we have to plant, how much Judasing we have to pre. But we're gonna get there. It's gonna be quality.
Time for Smoe, Lala, and I to recreate the JoJo meme with Gray.
Which
one in particular? I'm
nice
guessing
Jones.
it's a golden wind meme, and I'm guessing it's the kick one.
Oh, does that mean
you're the guy getting a kicked?
Can I be Bucciarati, or whatever his name is, the zipper guy?
Oh, I love Bucciarati.
He's probably like one of my favorite characters, like in the whole series.
Yo, he is like Teen Mom, like forever, and I absolutely.
I like.
Want to drink the wine, Smoe? Oh, here, I got my bottle. It's empty, but I got it. Here's my wine bottle.
Wow.
Hit you across the face with it.
A drinker.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
okay. Great. So
anyway, yeah, this
Elden Ring tomorrow.
Yeah, Elden Ring tomorrow. Final Fantasy Sunday. What are you doing?
Yep.
Smoe?
I am taking a break from my solo stream, so if I do stream, it'll be very sporadic. But I will always be available for these Friday and Saturday streams.
Cool. Always glad to have you.
Yeah.
You add charm and character. And a can-do attitude.
I feel like the character thing was more of a sly diss than it was a compliment. Like, anytime I hear character, I think of, like, Calvin and Hobbes, like, oh, yeah, do this thing that sucks. It'll build character. It's like, all right, bite me, Dad.
You've got a great personality, don't worry.
I'm gonna get out of here and talk to Winter so she can make me feel better. Because obviously, my co-host here is abusive.
No, look at you. You got a winning smile. You got a purple hat. Got really thick eyebrows. I think those are green eyes. I can't tell when you're not talking because it's in shadowed instead of color.
I think they're gray, maybe.
Gray?
Or brown. They're probably brown.
Whatever color you want, man. I believe in you. That turns as gray as booty. Ooh, Booley? What? Who? Dare? Bowley? Bowley, probably.
Bali.
Lost is bully. No, I'm saying nice things, though. Nice things can't ever be mean things. And Demon says Smoe's the best floating head around. I totes agree. Anyway, we should.
1 second, Gray.
Anyway, we gotta get going. My nose is starting to like poke up against my monitor, so. Let's see here. Yeah. So anyway, thanks everybody for coming to hang out.
Thanks, everyone.
Shush. Anyway,
we're white spot on his face.
Yeah, it's look. The camera cannot perceive it because of its hugeness. So we're going.
It looks like you have the little dollop of sunscreen on your nose.
Yeah, I don't want to get a burn. I got a sensitive schnoz. So we're getting out of here. Okay, bye everybody. Have a good night. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.